yang.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is now Monday. Hope everybody had an enjoyable holiday this weekend. We are getting started here. Had a trade already on gold, took a short on gold. We're actually
yang.
long now on natural gas. Let's look at natural gas real quick. Let's see what we're looking at here. Natural gas. On natural gas. We are already coming up here to target. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get out of my natural gas. Haven't done any trading in stocks yet. It looks like all the indices are down. Looks like the Dow's going to open down about 100 or so, maybe 120 at this point. And I'm just scanning my charts here, looking at my scanners, seeing if we can find some trades here in some of these stocks. Looking at BBAI, BBAI was a mover last week. I don't see anything in BBAI. YING, I was watching that this morning. It was a little thin. Volume's still a little thin. That's why I didn't jump in on it. So, but it's been a mover. It's already hit a few targets, but just didn't have enough volume behind it for me to jump into it. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, HIBS. I was looking at that earlier. I just don't see much on HIBS. Now I'd be interested in HIBS. If we can come up to, let me get this running. I'll be interested in HIBS at 570. I'm going to mark 570. I'll keep track on 570. A little alerted up there at 570. Okay, so that'd be a nice entry on 570 on HIBS. So you have to get through this little wall here, sellers. But that could be a nice one. JFBR. JFBR has been on the radar. I need to jump in the JFBR. Some heavy selling coming on at 170. A lot of buying down here around 110. Just gonna hang tight on that one. Not seen anything crude oil. Looks like the E-mini S&P does want to come down a little bit. Look at our gold. So we were in and out of gold already. Let's look at gold. Oops.
HIBS.
Yeah, gold already hit our targets. So we had a short at the yellow line, got out at the green line. Look at our natural gas. Bought at the yellow line, out at the green line. I don't see anything on the indices. Don't see anything on crude. Don't see anything on silver, gold anymore. Natural gas. Man, I'm just not seeing a whole lot on HIBS yet. I like HIBS. It's a nice little stock, but I like to get a little bit more volume in there. Tighten up a little bit on the spread, the bid ask. SOUN, we were watching that last week. SOUN, BBAI again. Don't have a really strong setups. I do have some buys on BBAI, but nothing that I really want to jump into at this point. CYTO, yeah, CYTO looks like it could come up. I could see CYTO coming up to around that 192. I'm not ready to commit to CYTO. Too big of a spread. 7-cent spread on the bid ask. Let that go. Good morning, Glenn. Little glitch this morning, but I think we got it under control. Hopefully you can hear me okay, Glenn. I just look over the scanners. I don't really see anything that's really exciting. Let's see. Man, not seeing anything that really gets me excited at this point. JFBR already have 9 million. That is definitely a mover this morning. JFBR, Jeff's Brands. I think that's a retailer. Is it? Yeah. Oh, it's an internet retailer. Well, JFBR. I don't have any really strong entries on that yet. I will keep it on the radar. ONCS. If I go ONCS wants to go down, wants to go lower. I don't want to touch that yet. COCP popped up earlier. Nah, I don't see anything I like on COCP. ENLV. Too big of a spread, bid ask, volume low. Not seeing it yet. Not seeing it yet. All right. I'm flat. Don't have anything on right now. I am still out. I don't know what that is. Small down. Mini Russell. Mini NASDAQ. Not seeing anything on the mini NASDAQ. All right, we're just gonna hang tight. Don't have anything setting up, no stocks. Only made a trade in the gold, short, long natural gas out of that. And we may not get anything here until the Dow opens here in about 9 minutes. All right, so just a little disclaimer, as always, please, whatever you do, don't mirror my trades here, nor anybody else for that matter, particularly since we are on
YANG.
There's a big delay whenever we rebroadcast through YouTube. I am not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. This is to demonstrate my style of trading that I've been using for the last 35 years. I've developed my own tools. Right now, I'm just using two tools. One is based on patterns, and the other one is based on a formula. We call it Einstein. So if you hear me say Einstein, it's not a name I came up with. It was something that was shared with me back in the 80s. And what Einstein does is my pattern set up the entries, either long or short, then Einstein will come in and provide me with price targets, profit targets. The accuracy of Einstein in the patterns are over 70%. But once again, this is only for education.
YANG.
If you'd like to learn more about my strategies, you can check out my website, innovativetradingstrategies.com, or my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions this morning along the way, let me know. If there's something you want me to take a look at, be glad to do that. If we're not busy, and this is a good time because we're just not super busy right now. I don't see anything and probably won't get any trades on these stocks until we open up here in about another 7 minutes. So if there's a particular stock you'd like me to look at, maybe I can see some price targets. Be glad to look at that. Maybe we get some pattern setting up. Not always, but sometimes we do. Yeah, it looks like this. It looks like this mini NASDAQ also wants to come down a little bit more here. Definitely see that coming down more. Pretty quiet, pretty quiet. YANG. Problem with the YANG, even though it's popping up on the scanner, is volume. 73,000, too light. Too light. You look at JFBR, it already has 10 million, 10.5 mil. I may get interested in JFBR if we could come up to 146. I'll put alert in up there and we'll just kind of keep an eye and decide whether I want to get in it or not at 146. Do like the volume though. All right, not a whole lot of float, which is good. A little over 1 million on JFBR. So usually the lower the float, the bigger the movements we can usually get in here. But I will keep an eye on JFBR. Seems to be grabbing a lot of attention this morning. I like to watch the activity on these lower time frame scans here. Let's see. So you can kind of see where the buyers are down here. Dollar. You have a lot more buyers up here than you do have sellers. All right. Like I said, if we can come up to around 46, I'd be interested in it. I think we could start moving here. Let me take a look. Branch out a little bit further. Yeah, I get through 144, 148. I don't know. We'll watch it.
CB traded C.
ONCS was on my radar that day, but ONCS looks like it's supposed to come low, go lower, lower. So not interested in that one right now. Nothing on GFAI. A little bit pricey for me on GFAI. I'm going to go ahead and just take that off the radar. That's a $16 stock at it. It's not something I'm really interested in right now.
PHAT
MARK JDST
JDST, that's one of my favorites. I like the spread.
MARK PSCE
Have a nice little trade come up here in
NINE
GFA. JFBR is hitting those buy entry.
PSCE.
I'm gonna buy a little bit of JFBR.
NINE.
Now I'm gonna go
PSCE. PHAT. YANG. YANG. PHAT. JDST.
buying a little bit of JDST. All right, I'm long JDST, long JFPR.
NINE. HIBS. ATNF.
Paragon JDST 570. And it's going to be the first target.
ELOX. ELOX.
Also see one at 68.
ELOX.
Don't see a huge run on JDST, but we'll see if we can get up around 70 or so. We'll take profits on that. JFBR. You have a little bit of JFBR on. Uh, 157.
ELOX.
Gonna be my first target. ELOX. Yeah. I'll be careful on ELOX.
JDST.
Could pull back a little bit here on that ELOX short term.
JDST.
JDST. Let's keep an eye on JDST here. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to get out of that ELOX because it looks to me, if you look at your patterns, it looks like may want to go lower on that. All right, let's see what the indices are doing. Dow's
HIBS.
down 125. HIBS working its way up. Looking at a 68, then a 70 on JDST for a high, or at least for a target, not for a high, but for a target.
NINE.
NINE, that's one has popped up before. I like to see more volume in that, tighten up a little bit on the bid-ask spread. See it going up to around 580.
NINE.
All right, so the only thing is I have on right now is I'm long JDST and JFBR.
NINE.
I'll get interested in HIBS. We can come up to around 570 on that, Cam, 570. Yeah, GCTK. Good volume, nice mover.
PSCE.
That's one you're gonna have to jump in and jump out pretty quick. A little bit too fast. See what YANG volume starting to pick up. I have some short-term buys, but I also have some longer-term sales. I'd be a little concerned about YANG. 992. See it coming up to 992. $99. Still on JFBR. We get down to around 124, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of JFBR.
PSCE.
PSCE. What is PSCE? Not enough volume. Spread's okay. Traded fund, S&P. I'm gonna let that go. All right, let's look at these indices just real quick. See if I see anything on the indices. Dow's down 73. Nothing crude, nothing gold. Nothing on natural gas. Could see a buy here on RTY on the mini Russell. Getting a buy on the mini Russell. Coming in a little late on it. Target on the mini Russell is going to bring us up to 1774.
DUST.
JDST.
Yeah. 1774 to be that target on that mini Russell.
DUST.
All right, profit target 1774 in the mini Russell. I put a little bit on.
JDST.
Coming into it kind of
DUST.
late, didn't catch it fast enough. All right, so we have a short on the gold now. Short on the gold. I'm going to go ahead and take that gold short. All right, so we're short the gold.
PSCE.
All right, I could see 1999 on the gold. $19.99 profit target on the gold. Nothing on ONCS. Still long JFBR.
NINE.
Still on JDST, still on GFPR. Short gold. And I'm long the mini Russell. That's it. Don't want to manage more than that right now. Target on the mini Russell is going to be
PSCE.
1774. Profit target hit. All right, mini Russell hit its target. We'll go ahead and get out of the mini Russell.
NINE.
Watching gold, still short gold. And still on JDST. Still on GFPR.
HUSA.
Nice buying down in here on 128. 132. First target, 157.
NINE.
JBST. Putting some alerts in here on JDST.
NINE.
I would like to see,
CKPT.
I'd love to see a little bit more movement in here. NINE. NINE is definitely picking up some volume here. It already hit its first target. I have another target of 85, 585.
DTC. PSCE. DTC.
20-second delay, Glenn. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's crazy. So basically, there's a 20-second delay. Now, if you would like to watch my trades without delay, you need to get on our Zoom. In our Zoom room, there is no delay on Zoom room. If you're interested in that, drop me a note and we can get an invite out to you. You know, NINE did hit target, but I wouldn't be surprised to come up to 585. 581. Wow, you could go up to have another pattern here up to 93, 593. NINE. My JDST is not doing much. Kind of dead. JFBR. Yeah, we could find some buying coming in around 558, 560, where are we at right now? $560. Yeah, we should see some buying coming in. Should see some buying coming in. AM, is that popping up again? Yeah, AM looks good. The only issue I have with it is the volume, very light volume. But AM has been a really good mover. 580, I have a target up here around 580 for you on AM. But I'd be afraid to jump in the AM. That's just me. You're probably good up until, you start getting around 780, you're gonna hit a target, but
DTC.
you may be good up to to 830. I just wish we would have seen a little bit more volume, right? And JDST moving. Check out our gold, still short gold.
CKPT, DTC,
Checking out our gold, still short gold. Target down there at 19.99. Take a quick look at the Dow. Dow is down 57. It looks like the Dow wants to go lower. All right. HIBS. HIBS hit its target. Yeah, it hit its target. Would not want to touch HIBS. Not yet. Looks like HIBS wants to come down to, I could see HIBS come down to about 540. So my JDST is done. JDST is not moving much. Not a whole lot of excitement out there, right? On JDST. Look at JFBR. JFBR, I'm in at 147. I'm going to go ahead and get out of JFBR, take my $83 loss. I'm out of JFBR, just not liking what I'm seeing here. Out of JFBR. Still long JDST. Still liking JDST. Like to buy a little bit of more JDST. Buy a little more JDST down here around 60. Where did I get in? 69, 68. Let's see. 64, 64. Much more than 64 right here. All right, so I'm out of my JFBR in long JDST, still short gold, still the things I have on. And we're past the hour already. We have already hit the top of the hour, so that's going to wrap it up, folks. Any questions, you can get a hold of me via my website, innovativetradingstrategies.com. Check out my all my videos on our YouTube channel, Innovative Trading Strategies. Until tomorrow, everybody have a good trading day, and we'll see you first thing in the morning. Take care.